So my man Cass says, do you have any advice with staying consistent? Which is really a really great question, bro. And I'm glad you asked that. And I think that's something most people struggle with, right? It's consistency. A lot of times it's easy to start something, but people struggle with staying with something. So let me answer your question. Consistency is really just another word for discipline. In the beginning, when you start something, that's motivation. You're inspired, you're emotional, you have a good emotion, which is motivation, which is a which is an energy that lifts you up, right? You're pumped up, yeah, I can do this. But after, you do it for a little bit, that motivation wears down. And as it wears down, your consistency wears down because you are relying on a feeling to push you to do what you were trying to do. With consistency equals discipline. Discipline is the removal of your feelings. When you don't feel like doing it, you're showing up anyway. This is how I like to say it here, champs. Think about it like this. How do you stay consistent? This is how I think about it, and I want you to think about it the same way. Did you ask to wake up today? You didn't, right? You did not ask to wake up today, but you're here. What's the saying? We do it again, right? You didn't make yourself wake up today. You went to sleep. Your body woke yourself back up again, whether it was God or whatever you want to say. Cool, you have that. So my response is, okay, I'm here again. So we got to do it again. There's a lot of days I don't want to do it, but I show up anyway. And like I said, detached from the outcome. A lot of times people stop being consistent because they're not getting the results they want in the time that they think they should get it. You know what I like to think about, champ, sometimes? It took us 9 months to even become born in the world, right? Mommy and daddy got together. We know what happened. And then 9 months later, you came out. We came out. But even that process took 9 months. And so I like to think like this. Success comes over time, not overnight. But one of these nights, one of these days, success will come. But that success isn't the success you think it might be, because we can't control the outcome. We can only control that we showed up. So let me just say it one more time. How do you stay consistent? Remove all the feelings and just tell yourself, F it. We got to do it again. I'm here again. I'm going to do it again. Sometimes you need to take a step back. Sometimes you need to rest. That's okay. You need to have balance. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself this. Why am I doing this? I'll tell y'all right now. You know what? You want to know why I'm streaming, bro? I'm not streaming because I'm trying to be a streamer. I'm streaming because I sat in this chair, I say all the time, and my spirit said, start streaming. I'm being obedient to what my spirit told me. Because I know, and the spirit knows, that when the spirit speaks, I'm going to listen. And I know ultimately there's people out there like you and like me that need to see me and that need to hear me. All the other stuff is irrelevant. So once you have that divine understanding of why am I doing this? Why am I going to the gym? Why am I trying to pursue my dreams? Why am I trying to pursue my goals? Why am I trying to win from within? Why am I trying to be the best version of myself? Why am I not just trying to be a bot that just exists in life? Why am I trying to hit top 500 in life? Some of y'all are trying to hit top 500 in the game. Some of you already are. But if you switched your mindset to how can I be top 500 in life? This is not to compare ourselves to others, but compare yourself to yourself now. Right? And that's how you stay consistent. When you wake up tomorrow, because one of these tomorrows, we won't have it tomorrow. It's just a matter of when. But until that last tomorrow, the tomorrow you get, do it again. Right? Take your time to pray, to meditate. Speak to the Most High. You got to be connected to a divine source. A lot of you guys, you're not connected. You're just bots living life. You're just working a job. You're just out here. And you're desensitized from everything that can change your life. Right? So one more time for you, Cass, and everybody, you stay consistent by detaching yourself from the outcome, right? And understanding that you're winning from within. You have a divine understanding that everything you're doing is in here, not out here. Because we can't control what's out here. We can only control what's in here and in here. Right? So I hope that helped you, champ. Appreciate you listening. I will upload that to YouTube as well. Because that's what we do. And I think that's a really great thing to know. And guys, the most people who become successful is because they just stay consistent. You know what I mean? Even at this game. Who plays this game in 2 weeks and hits the rank they want to hit? Most people don't. So you're already doing the things that you want to be consistent in the game because you're having fun. And you just have to rotate that and angle it in a different direction. What's up, Lucy? Some people watch, some people play. Simple as. Yeah, some people do that. But the Aiden, that's not who we here for. You feel what I'm saying? And that's okay. But we're not here for the simple. We're here to win from within. If you're simple like that, that's cool. But we're not here for you. Understand what I'm saying? You can be here, but that's not why we're here. Understand that. Because in life, there's always going to be losers. And there's always going to be winners. That's why I call us champs, because we're champions. You might not be, and that's your choice. But everything ain't for everybody. And if it ain't for you, champ, I suggest you go watch the next brain dead streamer that's just going to stare at a screen and click buttons all night. You'll get more value from him than you will from me. Understand that, because I'm unapologetic about what I do here, which is winning from within and being aggressive about changing your life, right? Hair's growing in, looking good, appreciate it. Been playing since 2016, it's a grind. Nobody but champs here, exactly. I don't hang out with losers. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I don't hang out with broke people. I don't hang out with losers. I don't hang out with men who or women who have excuses. I don't hang out with people like that. I don't hang out with people who are lazy. I don't hang out with people who don't have a higher understanding, because it's a choice. Because if I do that, you're just gonna mess my vibration up. If I do that, I'm gonna end up looking like you. And I'm not saying you literally, I'm saying those types of people I'm talking about. So your environment matters, your circle matters. I'm sure you guys know when you come into the stream and you play with people who are better, it's like, oh snap, I gotta lock in, I gotta play better. Because it's that natural competition that comes out of you that just makes you the higher and better version of yourself. And then you pop off and you grow crazy. And you're like, dang, look how good I just played. Same thing here. And that's the problem with people today. People are too okay with being mediocre. And then they cry that they're broke. Then they cry that they can't pay their bills. Then they cry that my girlfriend left me. Then they cry when their wife left them. Then they cry when life ain't going the way they want it to go. Then they cry when they're out of shape. See, then they have this victim mentality. Well, what did you do to change your life, bro? You got the same amount of time, and some of us don't got the same amount of time, but we make the time. So that concludes that. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's keep making these matches happen. Let's keep winning from within. And I love what my man, I'm kind of dumb, Bo said, which is funny. He said, there's nothing but champs here. Amen to that. So Casper, I don't know if that helped you. I don't know if that helped any of you. Hugo says that was beautiful. But look at, hey, some of you guys are literally incredible at this game. Incredible. Imagine if you switched that incredible part of your game to your life. Think about that. And I'll let you do the rest. That's your job to pray and meditate and figure that part out. I'm already doing that. Right? That was beautiful.